Hello ladies and gentlemen, SeKo Starcraft, some more Starcraft action with drinks. These drinks are awesome. We've got another game with Destiny, back on his Zerg race. If you guys haven't checked out some of the other ones I posted, we had some random games from Destiny running around trying out some different races, Protoss and Terran. Two mixed results. But in this game we got him going up against the Terran, CTK nowhere. People by now should know that I love the Zerg versus Terran matchup. We'll speed it up slightly at the beginning because I know this matchup so well that I'm not expecting anything too out of the ordinary. Wall offs. We had the extractor trick out of Destiny to be able to get out a little bit of extra workers faster. Oh, pardon me. I'm expecting to see a much more polished build here out of Destiny. Hatch first. Ooh, command center first on the high ground into barracks. Fun strategy. I haven't started using this at all yet. I like it because it's usually much safer. If you do sense that there's some sort of cheese coming, you always have the opportunity of just hiding behind this wall. Do we have gas? We have a gas from the Terran about to finish up. Pool is there. It'll be done here soon, but I don't expect any pressure. There's no gas from Destiny yet. It would be interesting to see him go for roaches or something, considering that, you know, obviously it's going to be this expansion first. Sees it with his Overlord, he's going to move that to safety so a Marine coming out won't snipe it. And we do have 3 people on that extractor. Second base will be done here in a second. And you should be able to have enough money to pop out 2 queens right away. Yes, we do. Ah, yes. Moving into the orbital. We'll see what the next course of action is from the Terran. I've got to expect reactor and a factory. Super standard metagame, deals with most things that the Zerg's going to throw at you, which is why we're starting to see a lot of roach pressure coming out of Zerg in these games. 2-base roach pressure, throwing down an early extractor, roach warren, and then pushing out and pushing the Terran back, because all they generally have out this stage is Hellions and Marines, both of which just get ultimately rolled by roach pressure. Fast third base out of Destiny. This is very, very interesting. I'm much more inclined when I'm in this matchup to expand away from my opponent. Oh, he's going to lose that guy. That's a little unfortunate. He does have another one already started, so he won't be too far behind on that. Still, you don't really like losing that early Overlord. Because if you're a Zerg and you expand towards your opponent, they're likely going to go here and then down here with a planetary. They generally just have the ability to push out much better to attack your bases. So I would have to expect we'd see some really sick creep spread, which we're not seeing any yet. We don't even have extra queens. Or really aggressive play to defend this base, because it's just too easy to lose it. That's the first place the Terran's going to push out when he's got enough Hellions. So it'll be a while before this base can even be effective. Going this way, I mean, it's a little out of the way as well, but it just means the Terran has a longer rush distance to get to it. No static defenses out of Destiny. He is getting out a handful of lings to deal with early pressure. He's supply blocked again. Looks like he's showing a little bit of rust, being away from the game a little while here. He's going up into his first 2 extractors, taking his third. Fourth, not yet. Still, like, he's just finally getting out 1 Overlord to deal with this. He'll be supply blocked again really soon. Killed a couple of lings up here at the top. Speed will be done in a moment. And we have enough Hellions to, I think, start putting on some pressure around the map. 1 crawler at the front, but that's it from the Zerg player right now. Few lings, obviously, and speed's about to finish up. Hellions just going to go out, see what's going on. I think they're just going to run straight to that third base, see that it's happening, see the timing of it. No drones here, obviously. Oh, bad timing. He does throw down the extractor. Looks like he just cancelled something. Poke. Bunch of lings with speed just finish up. I'm surprised these Hellions didn't put on a little bit more pressure, but it doesn't necessarily make sense to. He's just getting those 4 Hellions, and then he's making Widow Mines behind this, transitioning into some mass bio play. Still hasn't started moving creep at all. I'm very surprised by that, particularly with the pressure that this base can be put under. Not even connecting his main. Very greedy, I guess is how I would put it. No walls, no extra defenses. If he happened to go for like a 2 factory blue flame Hellion push, he would have just rolled over this. He's got to be careful. Oh man, good control here from nowhere. Only lost a couple of Hellions, but he was really close to getting surrounded. Very smart. Destiny does not have much of a supply lead right now. His Widow Mine should let the Terran feel pretty safe. Very greedy play straight up into the Spire. He's got a ton of gas banked up and a ton of minerals, so as soon as this pops, he should be getting 8 or 9 mutas. He does have a pretty good amount of supply available as well, with an Overlord and an Overseer coming in to be able to see what's going on. Terran player, mass bio. So these Mutalisks, I don't know how much damage they're going to get done when they pop. He's got a bunch and +1 on the way. As soon as those mutas out, I wouldn't be surprised to see him take a 4th, just as he has those mutas for control. Blammo! Where are all the mutas? Mutas. Oh man. That's too bad. If he had moved both Widow Mines. No, they both actually got the shots off. Taking his other gases. Where the heck are those? I missed the mutas. Units tab. Mutas. There they are. Like, they gotta be out here somewhere. So he does have 8 here. No Widow Mines in the back of the base, otherwise he probably got a lot of damage in. Not great control out of Destiny right now. He's getting pretty good damage on one of them. Lost 1 already. Shit. I always keep missing and hitting the wrong button. Only got 4 worker kills, and I think 1 might have been from earlier on. So not really paying off so far in this muta investment. They are going to give him some map control, but once these Marines are out, +1 is on the way for both. Burrow, smart move. The Terran, I like the Terran's position on this, even though Destiny's got a bit more supply. Terran is going to take a 3rd base really easy. Some Marines back here just to do a little bit of deflection. 1 Widow Mine would be totally worthwhile as well. Does have the missile turret in place to help deal with that. Heading into the main. It doesn't see any upgrades, so these should be pretty uncontested. There is 1 missile turret here, which is good. Yeah. 1 meter goes down. 2nd meter goes down. Man, Nowhere's doing a great job of anticipating these, putting up missile turrets in great spots. He just doesn't want to lose a lot of economy. I've seen too many Terran players lose because they underestimate what the Zerg player is going to throw at them. Supply lead from Nowhere. This is a good pile of banelings. Looks like Destiny wants to try to deny this 3rd base. A lot of Marines over here. Medevacs, the Widow Mines in position. We'll see. I'd like to see Hellbats actually out of Nowhere here, particularly if he sees that it's going to be a Ling-Baneling kind of attack. They just work super, super effectively. 4th base finally being taken from Destiny. I think he needs to. He's too even on economy right now. Mutas. Where'd the mine go? He is pulling the army out of position, but he can't wait around for those mutas. I think he should drop like a mine at the back here, 2 mines at the front for run-bys, and start pushing out. He's got to start looking at getting some damage done. He's got a big supply, lots of army, and he hasn't been able to do anything with it yet. This is the first the Terrans really moved out onto the map the whole game. That's a pretty big army. Widow mines are going down. Oh, computer, you're not dealing well with this. Oh, great hits from the Widow Mines, though. Took out a lot of the Banelings. Terran did pull back. Kept alive most of his bio army. Pretty good damage on them from the stims, though. Come on, need a better split than that. Not the best splits out of the Terran, though he does keep enough of his army alive to be able to push back the Zerg player. Units-wise, economy's pretty good. The Terran could probably use a few more workers. But at this stage, with the mules, he should be alright. More production happening. I am surprised to see that there haven't been any drops out of the Terran player. There really isn't this whole basic marine push. I mean, it's good. Hopefully I'm not missing a drop or something somewhere. Oh, there's the tanks. So you need to start getting the splash damage out. That tank's going to be easy pickings. Mutas are in the front, though. Man, that is a big cleanup from Destiny. Good for him to be able to attack the Terran out in the open. Not enough splash damage here from the Terran player. The tanks aren't in siege position. Splits haven't been that great. See, he should be able to just push into here and kill whatever's at this base. Yeah. Terran player's in some pretty sad shape. That base is going to get shut down. This base will probably get found eventually. He's not even going to get cancelled off on that. Oh, come on, Destiny. You know that those are there. Does shoot those down. Uh-oh. One Mulus getting a little bit out in front. It looks like he was trying to go to the engineering bay. I don't think it's worth saving right now. That upgrade's a long ways from being finished. Destiny is pulling up the rest of an army here. Shooting down the medevacs is really smart. These mutas 1-1 right now? No, just 0-1. Lots of banelings. Nowhere's still trying to stay into this game here. Down by quite a bit. It's kind of funny that Destiny just hasn't seen this yet. See it eventually. But I just didn't like the Terran's plan in this. You need the tanks, you need the Widow Mines, you need the splash to deal with the Ling Banling style Zerg player. He had great hits with the Widow Mines earlier, but he's just stopped making them. And you can't deal with this amount of just pure harass without something that does splash damage. You're just going to get overrun every time. Destiny's up, got all his bases up and running well, so he can afford to make these kind of trades. He's just going to try to take out that command center now. Should have succeeded in that just fine. Nowhere looks a little disorganized. He is getting out the Marauders. Smart move to be able to deal with the Banelings. Looks like he did have a big drop into the main, which is taking care of a lot of tech buildings. Good hits. Actually took out some pretty good tech there. Lots of Lings are going to come back and clean this up eventually, though. What's Destiny's upgrades? 2-1. Tanks are 0-0. Marines are 1-1. So Destiny does have a really good tech upgrade at this moment. Not too sure what Nowhere's plan is. He does have some tanks out, but they're super jammed up back here. I don't know what the heck is going on with this wall off piece. Looks like he's pretty confused here. His army is going to get ransacked because he's delayed it so much with this getting caught behind the wall. Tanks are sieged up, but they'll just get picked off here by the Mutalisks. Does have the bunker there still, though, to be able to hit at some of these units better. They get a couple tanks, they'll just back away now. Destiny does not have a really big supply. He has not been able to get up to a max in a long time. Units wise, does have a pretty good economy. Does see this. But the Terran isn't that unbelievably far behind in supply. 40 is pretty big, don't get me wrong. Destiny is rebuilding a bunch of his mutas. His upgrade lead has been really important to him. Nowhere knows he's got to put on some pressure. I don't know if this is the right move. Yeah, he's caught on siege. Destiny's going to totally take advantage of this. Tank's going to go down without barely getting a shot off. Yeah. I'm not too sure what these barracks are all about over here. They're just kind of hanging out. Just not a really great coordinated plan here from nowhere. He's trading cost effectively for the most part. but not controlling his units very well. Production facilities. I mean, he could be lining these up down here at least to be able to help build a wall. This tank's getting in a lot of kills. Captain Tank. Still no third base for the Terran player. He's almost out of money. Destiny's just throwing units at this guy now. Might as well. I'm surprised he hasn't left the game yet. He's so far behind and he's just getting picked apart. Medevac's going down. Supply depot's under attack. Yeah. And now this is at a really high level as well, so I don't know why some people just stick in the game like this. You're not Marine King Prime. You're not going to pull that off. Doesn't anybody GG anymore? I mean, like, honestly. I know the whole defeat screens. What the hell are these doing up here? Not a great game out of nowhere. Destiny played a pretty solid game. Nothing spectacular, just a solid Zerg versus Terran. Good macro. At this point, though, I'd expect him to be taking more bases and taking the rest of the map. But all he was doing is hammering all of his economy into the Terran player to try to take the lead. Good game out of Destiny. Go check out some of the other games I've casted if you haven't already. And we'll talk to you guys real soon.